Ito na, it's time for us to talk about the Royal Rumble. So we got to start off with the big piece of the biggest talking point coming out of the premium live event, and that was Sami Zayn's moment. So ang dami nang nasabi about this all over social media. If you want to read yung thread ni Myth GIFs, go right ahead. She has a lot to say about that as well. But I want to get yung takes ninyo because like all of us were expecting this to happen at some point. But did you think it was going to happen at the Royal Rumble premium live event? Let's start with you, Emil.
Dito sa podcast, I've been saying over the last few weeks na the turn will happen at the Elimination Chamber, but looks like mas napaaga ng onte. I thought they were really building into like siguro a Mania match between Roman and Sami. I really do. But after the events of the last week, siguro even though gusto ko ng Sami Roman at Mania, the Elimination Chamber match that is rumored to be happening between Roman and Sami, okay na yun kasi hometown ni Sami eh. So it's gonna be a big time match, and I didn't think the turn would happen at Rumble, but I'm glad it did.
Ikaw, Ro, what did you feel about this cinematic moment?
I knew the turn would happen at the Rumble kasi they set it up. They set up the final test, kumbaga, for Sami Zayn. And we were talking about this on the Picks of the Week episode, which you should definitely go listen to because we poured our heart and soul into that. We said that we didn't expect to go home from the Royal Rumble empty-handed, diba? So there was a tease, there was a major hint that something big was about to go down. And for me, I think it wasn't going to be acceptable if it wasn't the eventual implosion of the bloodline of Sami Zayn. I didn't expect Jey Uso. That's a whole different story. Pero I knew that it had to happen because malapit na tayo sa WrestleMania. Yes, Elimination Chamber is at Montreal. But all signs were pointing to the fact that there was something going to be set up, which was probably involving Sami going against Roman. So it had to be that, and I don't think for me it could have been anything else.
Sobrang ganda because everybody just played their part so well, particularly Jey Uso kasi yung pag-walk out niya through everything was such a glass-shattering moment. It really took us back to 2020. Now when you think about it, sa kanya nagsimula, di ba? Jey Uso was the first person that Roman Reigns literally broke and defeated en route to this huge run that he's had carrying on into 2023. And Emil, you asked us on Discord during the watch party na for someone like Kevin Owens, who is a babyface right now, but also did so many heelish things. How can you excuse everything he's done? Right? Where did that question come from before I give you my take on it?
Again, I was just, while watching the match, I was just thinking about stuff and, like, you know, people are really behind Kevin Owens, pero naisip ko din yung past few years. He was a heel for a really long time, and his gimmick is literally like backstabbing people, betraying people, lying to people. And then now, so yun lang yung naisip ko din. But I actually love your explanation to my question.
Bago mo muna purihin, let me explain first yung rebuttal ko kay Emil. No? I told Emil right after our watch party on Discord na when you take a look at Kevin Owens, yung character niya at the heart of it is a prize fighter. He fights so he can win money for his family. Kapag naging champion siya, edi okay, mas maraming pera, di ba? So everything he's done in his career is in the service of making more money for his family. Contrast that with Roman Reigns, who is a megalomaniac, he is power hungry, he's a gaslighter, and he's a manipulator. All of the worst things you can be, diba? Especially for a straight male. So he's the worst piece of human trash that there is, diba? When people in the Alamo Dome were yelling "F you Roman," he deserved it, diba? What does he ultimately want? He just wants to have all the power. So very different yung motivations in a Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns' characters, which is why I say na you can actually still root for KO as a babyface kasi may pinanggagalingan siyang ultimately na parang medyo okay na purpose as opposed to Roman, who's just a megalomaniac.
Yep.
I mean, beyond all of that, like, are you saying that people can't change, people can't grow, people can't take part in a character development arc? Are you supposed to hold them to what they were, what was it? 7 years ago? 6 years ago? 8?
However long it was.
9 years ago? Yeah, 9 years ago.
Yeah, that's true naman, no. So, yun, pag di lang pumasok sa utak ko na ganun, okay. May sense din pala yung why people are suddenly rooting for KO over Roman.